Hey, welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So The Last Mercenary is a Netflix original French comedy action film starring the muscles from Brussels, Jean-Claude Van Damme. So whenever I first saw this trailer, from the moment that I noticed that this was Jean-Claude Van Damme, I had to watch this because I'm a big fan of Jean-Claude Van Damme. Ever since Bloodsport, even the Street Fighter movie, I really enjoy watching him in his movies. So the general story is Jean-Claude Van Damme plays this very legendary but mysterious super secret agent named The Mist. And so The Mist is known around the circle as being the best of the best. He's the one that you send to take care of the most dangerous missions. And his real character name is Richard. And so 25 years ago, he actually had a son. But due to some really extreme circumstances, he was unable to see his son, and he never saw his son after that until now. So his son is named Archie, and he gets into some problems which brings the Mist back to life. Now, getting to the things that I did like about this movie is first and foremost Jean-Claude Van Damme. As I stated earlier, I'm a big fan of his movies, and in this one I really appreciate it because first and foremost it is in his native French language. So this is a French film. There is some English that's spoken, but the vast majority of this is a French film. And the second thing is, this is actually a comedy slash action movie. So it's really about the comedy first, but the action here is all classic Jean-Claude Van Damme. So if you watch a lot of his type of movies, you're going to notice a lot of things that nod back to all the Jean-Claude Van Damme things that he's done in his movies. And so that part I really did appreciate. He is definitely the best thing about this movie. And at the same time, not only does he bring action, but he brings a lot of comedic chops as well. And then the second thing that I enjoyed about this movie is just the simple fact that it is a comedy action film based out of France. And so with that, you get a lot of unique humor to that region. And at the same time, I think it worked overall. And especially seeing Jean-Claude Van Damme in a comedy role that I normally do not see, and speaking French is even better. And so this whole mix of comedy action, it is funny. There's a lot of caricatures, and so everything's really exaggerated. And overall, this is a good comedy action if you just look at it from that perspective, which leads me to the final thing. Overall, this is a fun movie, I would say. You know, as long as you don't expect too much out of the story and the characters, then you will have a good time and just enjoy Jean-Claude Van Damme doing what he does. For serious YouTubers, check out TubeBuddy, the premier tool news at GeekOutdoors.com. Get more done today by checking out the affiliate link in the description area below. Now, getting to the things that I did not like about this movie, besides Jean-Claude Van Damme and his character, the rest of the characters aren't really interesting at all, especially the main crew and even his son Archie, who's supposed to be the main lead next to Jean-Claude Van Damme, but he really doesn't do much. And the whole group, the main group that's supposed to be this ragtag group of people joining Jean-Claude Van Damme, they're not interesting at all. Now, the other side characters, I would say they're more interesting, but for the most part, it's all about Jean-Claude Van Damme. And then another thing with this movie, as I stated a little bit earlier, if you just go in here just expecting a fun comedy action movie, then you will get that. But if you're expecting a story with in-depth characters, then you will be disappointed. Which leads me to the final negative of this film is the story overall. It's just a basic film, very predictable. Nothing here that you haven't seen before, and definitely done better in other movies. But overall, if you are a fan of Jean-Claude Van Damme and you want to see him speak French in a comedy action film, then I think you will have a good time with this movie, as long as you're not expecting anything more than that. So if you actually had any thoughts on The Last Mercenary or any other films that you've seen recently that you've enjoyed, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And if you did want to see more of my international film reviews, I do have an entire playlist. I'll leave that in the description area as well. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. And if you're a creative geek like me, and you want to get exclusive access to more content that I don't put out here publicly on my YouTube channel, then join my Gold Content Creators group, where you're going to get content like this and more for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Gold Content Creators group.